Hello, guys, and welcome back to the Blood Clot DTC podcast with your favorite dark, sexy, chocolate, melanated, fashionable host, Ray Styles. You already know the vibes, period. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, rate, and all these good things. Guys, we are on the closer for season 4. Oh my God, it's gone so quickly. Obviously, we had the little break because of my health issues and stuff, but I'm just glad that I'm back on track now and I'm able to finish the season. And what a finisher it will be. Okay. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, spring. Spring is around the corner. Spring is coming. The weather's getting warmer. I'm actually surprised at how warm it is or has been this winter, even though it's been raining cats and dogs. But it's nice, and I can't wait because I'm going on 5 holidays in the next 5 or 6 months. So I'm super, super happy and chuffed about that. But yeah, guys, as I said, this is the closer of season 4, and we have a very, very special guest. As you know, I always like to give my guests their intro, so I'm about to give him an intro. Brace yourself, it's a bit of a long one, I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Today on the show, we've got someone who literally threads identity, expression, and emotional honesty into clothing. He's the founder, creative director, and chief visionary behind Orange Culture, a brand that doesn't just design clothes, it sparks conversations. His journey started before most of us even knew what streetwear couture was. He was sketching fashion as a kid and went on to launch Orange Culture in 2011, turning a bold idea into a global movement that challenges gender norms, celebrates vulnerability, and redefines masculinity through style. From being one of the first African designers shortlisted for the prestigious LVMH prize, to repping Nigerian design on world stages like London and New York Fashion Weeks, his work has been worn by everyone from global icons to Met Gala attendees. Hello, somebody. And featured in heavy hit publications like Vogue, the New York Times, CNN, and BOF. But it's not just about clothes for Bayo. He's intentional about mentorship, storytelling, community building, and teaching the next wave of creatives through Orange Mentorship and other initiatives. He blurs lines, breaks rules, and makes fashion feel like a statement, not just an outfit. So sit back, because this conversation is about style, identity, culture, and what it really means to wear your truth. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, introducing my guest, Bayo, aka Orange Culture. Woo! How are you?
I'm good. Very happy to be here
with
you.
Welcome.
I'm glad you're doing better as well.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was a time, but we're here on the other side now.
Good.
How things go for you?
I'm good. Just finally resting. Having a week of, moving house.
Yeah.
So that's been crazy. But I'm finally just having some calm before I start working on an entirely new collection again.
Wow. A whole new collection.
Yeah, because the next show is in 3 months.
Yeah.
If I'm getting that correctly.
Would that be spring, summer 26?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yep. So I have to start getting ready all over again. So now I'm just enjoying like the little piece before the madness begins again.
Nice. What about, do we get like a little exclusive? What vibe are you going
of
for?
the next season?
With the next season?
I don't know yet.
He said, I haven't thought about it yet.
I have options. Okay?
Yes, you do.
I don't know. I'm still thinking. I'm trying to figure it out. That's the thing about like even the calm times, because this is the time where like I'm thinking, okay, what do I want to say? What do I want to talk about?
Yeah.
What do I want to visit?
Yeah.
So I'm kind of taking inspirations at this point, and then I'll see. So I don't know just yet.
Where do you take your inspirations from?
It varies, it's like different things at different times. I find that for me, it's very introspective. Different designers have different processes, obviously, and different ways that they find inspiration. Yeah. But for me, it's kind of like life moments or things that I find interesting. So it can be a really good experience. It can be a really bad experience. Yeah. It can be something I've seen that I've just wondered why, or something I feel like I want to challenge. Or it could be a political thing, it could be something that's going on around my home, around the country, it could be community. It has varied over time. It's been very heavy topics, and it's been some things that are a bit more, just more fun and a bit more, so it's gone. It's a range of things, but usually connected to me as a person,
Well, that's nice. I feel like I really like looking into the creative mind. I think because I'm half creative, half non-creative.
Biracial.
It's like, I struggle sometimes to like come up with things and find inspiration and get ideas and things of that nature. So obviously it's one of the reasons why I actually brought Jazz onto the podcast, because he has that creative mind and I needed some creative direction and he helps with that. But I just find it interesting that you take things from what's around you and you put it into your work and you execute it so well.
We thank God.
No need to be humble. No need to be humble.
I mean, I have to thank God sometimes, because in my own head, it doesn't always seem like when you're in the process of like thinking these things, you never really know how. I think that's one of the scariest things about being a designer is that something that was scarier when I was much younger in the journey was that I just never knew how the response would be. I never knew if people could see what I meant. Or if the intention was clear. Because at the end of the day, sometimes only you can see the vision.
No, 100%.
Nobody else can see it when you're thinking it. And even when you're like trying to express it, it's like, what are you on about? You know? And then when it comes, it's like, oh, I get it. But through that process, there's so much like, it's only you. You're an island at that moment. You're the only person who knows what you want to say.
Literally.
So sometimes it can be very, very confusing. And then it comes out and sometimes people get it. And sometimes people are like, oh, maybe, maybe not. Because I mean, after doing 20, I've done over 20 collections in my lifetime.
Wow.
I don't even remember how many. So after doing that, there's been times where people just did not understand, and people like, obviously that's natural. So it's a very interesting like journey of like from mind to paper to people, and then how people receive, consume, and how people interpret it in their own way. So
I think it's really nice, because fashion is one of those things where you can be as expressive as you want and it doesn't need to make sense. Do you know what I mean? Like a lot of like high fashion concepts, like for the normal average consumer that shops on ASOS or something, looking at that kind of stuff is like,
I know what
that
you
looks
mean.
a bit strange. You know what I mean? So it's in the eyes of the beholder, of course. But I guess with your part, when you're actually like selling the clothes, you need to appease to, do you know what I mean, an audience? So how do you like kind of balance that, like putting your vision in it, but also thinking, will people actually want to buy this? Do you know what I mean?
I think it's one of those things where like over time, the way that I've interacted with that decision has changed. I felt like, you know, when I was in certain aspects of my journey, especially earlier on, I was very focused on, trying to make people understand the brand, you know, like, trying to sort of like get the vision understood. Because when you're a new brand, you're not just selling clothes. People are buying the idea of your brand. People are buying the story. They're buying who you are. It's like a whole package. People just don't want... Because things like... It's different if I'm like... if I was like in high streets or something, I was selling maybe like... I was like a Zara and I was just selling shirts. It didn't really matter. But if you're a designer and trying to sell a brand, like you're trying to sell, you know, mid-luxury, luxury, whatever it is, you're trying to sell an actual fashion brand. Especially when you're coming from Nigeria. Like I was coming from Nigeria and exporting to other parts of the world.
Wow, okay.
That didn't really happen for a lot of Nigerian brands. So a lot of things that maybe people would dismiss if I was maybe an international brand, or maybe if I was British or American, because maybe they didn't matter as much back then. Being Nigerian, I had to really be different. I had to really, like, you know,
push
make
through the
my
mold.
voice known. So every time people ask, oh, why, what, where, this, it was always a question of like, why do you deserve to be here? And so you had to defend that with every aspect of your brand. And that happened a lot when I was younger, whereas now I'm more interacting with the process of like, okay, I kind of know who my customers are now. And I'm more concerned about my customers, but also more concerned about being honest with my process. So now I enjoy sort of making the clothes more, because now it's like, I don't really care how people feel. If you like it. If you don't like it, because now I've defined an audience that works for the
you.
brand. I've seen how the audience is. So I can kind of design from a place of like, this is what I want to do. I will definitely appease my clients by understanding, okay, they definitely need a white shirt. You know, they definitely need a pair of jeans here. But in the same time, I'll also just introduce my essence, because part of being a designer is that you kind of teach your audience to like things in a way. You know, it's like they don't know that they will like it until they see it.
Exactly.
So like
I love that
thing. Like if I'm saying, oh, this shirt should be 3 inches off the shoulder, you might not understand it, but then you see it and you're like, oh, actually,
that actually makes sense.
3 inches off the shoulder, you know. So it's kind of you introducing new things. You're like a teacher, you know. So you're a thought leader in a way. thought leader. The Yoruba in me came out.
That's okay.
Thought leader in a way. So you kind of have to introduce things, and that's part of the risk that you kind of have to take. It won't always hit, but it's part of what makes it enjoyable for me, trying new things, testing new things, seeing how people interact with new things.
Yeah.
And then, that's how I kind of work it out,
Oh, period.
Yeah.
How big is your team? Like, I'm sure you have a team behind you that helps you with things. How big is it?
Not that big. Fun. If I think people always imagine that I have like this huge team, like we're a very small business.
Yeah.
I've kept it small for a while because I'm not backed by LVMH or all the bodies, so it's still a Nigerian brand. So for now, we're about, oh my gosh, I have to count. So we have in-house, we have non-in-house. So let me say like on and off, we're between 10 to 12.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not that bad. And we outsource a few other things.
Yeah.
And then we have people like, for example, who work with us but not work for the company. It's an interesting. I'm trying to expand this year.
Yeah.
But I also kind of being very careful because fashion is going through a very intense moment. A lot of businesses are not doing very well. So I'm just making sure that we're not entering the red zone.
Yeah, 100%.
I'm being very smart.
You have to have your business hat on as well,
because I mean, for me, just like you, I also have a finance background. So for me, I can't really escape the idea of business, even though I like to design, I like to be creative. It's like, I don't really want to be one of those designers who is just failing and then everybody is seeing the brand. It's like, oh my God, this brand is so cool. But then the money
behind
is like
the closed
not
doors.
happening.
Yeah.
So I'm being very like cautious. People sometimes like, I even have sometimes when people are like, they feel like I'm not doing enough. But I'm like, but with business, like sometimes you have to be very strategic about your
100%.
decisions. I
agree.
always have to have 20 stores like everybody else might have. Your journey is definitely your journey.
100%.
Only you know where your customers are finding you, how they're finding you, where they like to buy you, when they need you to take this to the next level or have this space here. So I'm listening to the business rather than dictating or rather than making the business do what everybody else is doing, which I feel a lot of designers kind of feel they need to do. I need to look like what everybody else looks like. But I think for me, I'm just trying to make wise business decisions that will leave the brand healthy, you know what I mean, and help the brand grow at a steady pace. Until at least maybe somebody throws me some thousands. If you know anybody asking me,
I wish someone would throw money at me.
But if you want to throw investments our way,
period,
that would be great. Obviously, with good sense. But for now, just taking smart business steps.
Oh, period. Guys, this is a whole businessman, Don't get it twisted. Like, there's so much that goes into a business that people don't see, especially if you don't come from, like, a background where you've studied economics or you've studied accounting. Or do you know what I mean? You get that business acumen from learning like subject areas like that. So for a lot of people, I would say you're fortunate in the sense that you have that background. So when you're building your own business, it's like everyone wants expertise from, people that are, I guess, specialists in the field, but you have that knowledge to run a business, but then you also have the creativity to actually create and direct and express and do all the things over here. So
and dad, for forcing me to go to school. No, it's true. When I was
really
younger,
good.
I didn't think that I would want. I mean, we all don't want to study. We want to study what we want to do. But as I get older, I'm very thankful that I didn't end up studying fashion, but I studied business first. It would have been nice to study fashion as well, but obviously that opportunity wasn't given to me. But I'm thankful that I did study finance and business because it really has come to play now. When I was younger, I was not happy about it at all. But now I'm like, okay.
You know how that goes. Your parents, they feel like they know what's best for you at the time, which sometimes they do. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't, and I can imagine, like, being back home in Nigeria as well, like there's already that you have to be a doctor, you have to be a lawyer, you know what I mean? You already have that being like drilled into you. So for you to kind of, I guess, appease them, but then also still do your thing and actually make it and be successful, like God has really blessed you, He's really, really blessed you.
And you kind of, when you're in those moments, you kind of don't realize, especially for our parents, it's a very, and as I get older, hopefully one day being a parent, I've learned, I'm kind of understanding where my parents were coming from with a lot of things because they they didn't really understand the industry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like there weren't many of us when I was starting, for example, who were doing fashion, who were African, who were succeeding, who was a template for your parents, like, okay, that's who you're going to become like, you know what I mean? Every other person that I knew, maybe they would see like a Karl Lagerfeld in like Paris, but there were not that many Africans that they were like, okay, you know what, if my child's going to do this, is what my child is going to be like. And so it was scary for them to want to have a child that they're going to throw into an industry that
they don't know much about.
Thrive,
yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So for them, it's like, where's your safety net? You know?
I think that's where it always comes back to. You know, they're like, have a good backup plan. And I thank God my mom, because me too. I wanted to do the most in school. Like I wanted to study drama, dance, and music as my 3 GCSE options. And my mom said, absolutely not. She said you could pick one of them, and then the other 2 have to be more studious things. And then obviously that I took business at GCSE. That got me interested in like possibly accounting. Did that at A-level, and then from there it just all made sense. You know. So, but it's really nice to have like a good career, a stable career, because stability is something that a lot of creatives don't have. And I've seen creatives fight paycheck to paycheck, trying to, you know, make their bills, living in a place like London where it's so expensive. Being a creative is such a big risk.
It is,
you know what I mean?
It's
such a big risk.
It's a passion. It's a dream that's like driven by passion, you know, because a lot of the time it's not really clear how the financial aspect of the creative business or career path will go. But I think, you know, it's such a dream that like it's such a gift to you, because nobody understands the fulfillment of a creative like another creative.
Literally,
like, so people will look at a creative and be like, this is madness. Why do you want to do all of this? It's not sure. But there's a certain fulfillment that you get from doing what you love that cannot be replaced by anything else.
Agreed.
It cannot be replaced by... I mean, as much as like I've worked a 9 to 5, and I've been successful working a 9 to 5, but I know, like, you know, there's a way that I feel when I see people wearing the clothes and I'm able to design that, you know, even if I'm not making millions, that I would not.
But you're happy. You know what I mean? You're happy.
So I mean, it's one of those things. It's such a
double-edged sword. Literally, it is.
Yeah,
it is. But I completely understand that feeling. Like I feel like the first couple of seasons of the show, like I kept emphasizing to people like, I don't want to do corporate work. Do you know what I mean? Like I see myself, and I feel like God puts these gifts. Feelings and gifts in you that you just, when you're doing the thing that aligns with your destiny and aligns with your purpose, like you can't explain that feeling, but it just feels right. And then when you're sitting at a desk doing something, making someone else money, it's just like, there's no comparison. That's doing that. Yeah, of course not. Of course.
And and the things, people can also see it. And I remember, like, even when I was working a 9 to 5, like I used to work in an oil company, and my boss then, literally, I would work, and I was very hardworking. And my boss would say to me, like, you're not meant to be here. And I felt like God just kept using him to like push me out. Like, you're not meant to be here. Like, you're amazing, you're talented. I'm not telling you you're bad. But there's so much more you're meant to be doing.
Wow.
And this is not what you're meant to be doing.
God sends angels.
Even when I left, he came to my show. Like, he was just like, yeah, this is where you're meant to be. This
makes sense for you.
So sometimes it's like, you know, and one thing I've learned also is that, you know, how people also define success also matters, because to somebody else, you know, looking at the creative in the industry, maybe the person might not have like 10 Range Rovers or whatever. You might step and be like, oh, that's not success. But that person feels successful because maybe they're building something for themselves that makes them happy. They're fulfilling their dreams. They're, you know, aligning with their purpose. And so there's this level of success that they might feel, you know, that you might look from the outside and be like, that's not success. But I've learned that you define success for yourself.
100%.
You know, put your goals in place and you work towards those goals. And 100%. You have to silence the noise. Because people will make you think that you're not doing what you're meant to do
100%.
And I think that's one lesson that I've learned over the last few years that I'm really holding on to, is really being sure that you have tunnel vision with your dreams and you don't allow other people's... I mean, there are people in your life that you know that are there to help you
and
with
encourage
your journey,
you,
and also correct you when you're making wrong decisions. But there are people who are just not constructive, and you have to be able to silence that noise and really focus on that bullseye and work towards that bullseye.
100%.
Yeah,
I agree. Period. Guys, get these words of wisdom. All the nuggets. Okay.
Take it if you must.
Very wise man sitting across from me. I love that. Oh, your tattoos are cool.
Oh, thank you.
Do you want to run me through them? What do they have a meaning?
Oh my goodness. The ones you can see.
Mm-hmm.
The tattoos that I have. To be honest, most of my tattoos are just things I really like.
Yeah.
Like I find elephant is my spirit animal.
Yeah.
I love elephants, or I've chosen to be my spirit animal.
I can see
love
why.
Animals.
I can see that.
I'm obsessed with animals.
Really?
Yes. So elephants I love. I remember the first time I saw an elephant. I was so emotional.
What, in real life?
Yeah, I cried like a little
You did
baby.
you cry?
I did. I don't even cry. And I cried like a little baby. But yeah, elephants I find
they're so
very
majestic.
they're empathetic, they're
grounded.
very family oriented. There's a lot of things that I align with value wise that I find. So I have elephants here. I have an elephant here as well with a baby elephant.
Oh, cute.
I have pandas just because I love pandas.
They're so cute.
They're just
so cute.
and suicidal, which is crazy. They always try to kill themselves. Like,
is that what they do? They just try and kill themselves.
Purpose. They're so reckless that they just always. That's why they have to be in like sanctuaries and stuff, because they literally are climbing and falling and breaking their necks, and it's crazy. Yeah, I have flowers because I like plants as well.
Yep.
I have this like human flower head. It's like an invisible flower with a human form.
Yeah, that's really
like
nice.
This human like blossoming, and I just find that it's part of like my own way that I see myself to some extent. This I saw somewhere, and it just reminded me that, you know, life, the circle of life is full of like different like turbulences and like
wow,
and
that's
stuff.
beautiful.
That's how I see it, because life isn't perfect. It's not a perfect circle, and all these things that happen to us sort of make it beautiful. All the things, the pain, the good, the bad, it all makes your life even more beautiful, and that's how I defined it, and that's how I've tattooed this. And then I have some other ones, but yeah.
I love them. I love it. See, that's why I wanted to ask for the meaning of them, because you strike me as someone that just is not just getting a tattoo for the sake of it. Like,
I do like.
You think about what you're actually putting on your body, you know?
Because it's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere. Do you want more?
Yes, I do actually. I was talking to someone about this the other day. Yeah, I do want more, but I don't know what I want.
Yeah.
I definitely want to get one that's dedicated to my mom. I just don't know what I want to get of her yet. So that's a very important tattoo that will matter to me. So I need to get that.
Yeah, definitely.
And then probably get another thing. I know where I want to get tattoos next, but I just don't know what. And I need to be very, very sure. I haven't had a new tattoo in like 3 years.
Oh, it's been 3 years since?
I've gotten another one.
Wow.
Yeah, so I need to really think about it before I get another one. Yeah.
Oh, period.
Do you have any tattoos?
No, I have no tattoos.
Will you ever get one?
I just don't really see it for me, you know. I don't see it for me. Like, I've always been like clean body. Like, I don't know.
Wow, so we'd have tattoos are dirty. Like, imagine the insults. Right to my face. Thank you.
This is why me and Jazz are like polar opposites. Like, he has so many and I have none. Like, I guess it's just the way my mom raised me. It's just like I've never really been around people with like tattoos, and even growing up in Jamaica, people don't really have tattoos and things of that nature. So it's never really been something I've been interested in. I see why people like them, and I get it, and that's why I asked you for the meaning of yours, because I get the meanings behind them. I probably would, like, if it's sad, but if someone passed that I'm like, you know, they're really, really close to me, and I want to just like embrace their legacy and put it somewhere in my body, like if my grandma passed, or do you know what I mean, something like that, then maybe. But aside from that, no, tattoos aren't really my thing.
It doesn't have to be, you know, you don't even have to ever get one if you don't want to. It's not. Really
I'm not someone that will force something just because everyone else is doing it. You know what I mean? It has to actually need to want it.
Matter to you.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, there are many things, like I remember when I for many years I didn't drink at all.
Yeah.
And people just always used to ask me, "Oh, why don't you?" No, just like, I don't want to drink.
Literally, like, you don't have to force it on me.
You
know.
Day I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna have a drink." And I had a drink, and my first drink was when I was 25. And every time I was like, I had never had a drink at all until I was 25.
Before
and it was
25.
It was only when I wanted to drink.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm gonna have a drink now.
Yeah.
And since then I've always decided that, you know, I'll do things when I'm ready.
Exactly.
And if I don't want to, I don't have to.
But that's the best type of person, I think. Someone who stands in who they are. They know who they are. People can't sway them this way, that way. You know, some people, when they make friends or whatever, they start to adopt certain habits that don't actually align with them as a person, just because their friends are doing it and they want to fit in and all these things. So it's nice to know that you stand in your own, you know, in your own business. You stand in your own business, period. What are you wearing today, actually? Let's talk about that.
What am I wearing? I'm wearing these jeans from Orange Culture.
Period.
Thank you.
Period.
I'm actually wearing everything Nigerian, actually. That's kind of, well, aside from the shoes.
Yeah.
And this top is by Bernard Samuel, a Nigerian brand.
Okay, very nice.
From Lois Regalia. This
Beautiful.
is from Lois Regalia as well. This is from another Nigerian brand called Flexago.
Wow, the watch is so nice. I love the face of it.
Thank you. I love wearing Nigerian brands.
Man. I know.
I just feel like it's just, most of my closet is Nigerian. So if I'm not wearing myself, I'm wearing another Nigerian brand. Or obviously not all the time, but like a lot of the time I try to fill my closet with as many Nigerian brands as possible, because I mean they make the best stuff.
100%. Nigeria is literally the epicenter of fashion right now. Like in every way, all the designers, all the models, everything that's coming out of Nigeria that's related to fashion, and it has been for a long time. Nigeria is just really getting the recognition that it deserves, you know. So I don't blame you. Me too. I'll be in Nigeria brands. You know, you promised me an outfit. I'm waiting for my outfit.
Yeah, you'll get it. Ask it on camera. Can't say anything.
Yeah, it's a contract. It's a contract.
You
contract. Oh, what am I wearing? I mean, my mom got me this top for Christmas, actually.
I'm like, you've given football and stuff.
It is. No, my dear. I used to do athletics, like track and field and running and stuff, but never football. It's never given that. But I just like this trend with the football vest. I think it's cute.
I get it.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's really cute. The jeans are from ASOS and the shoes are just Nike Dunks. But I really like these because they're different. It's like burgundy and yellow go together so well. So I thought they were really cute.
I really like that.
Thank you.
What perfume are you wearing? Give us to
the perfume. What perfume am I wearing? I'm wearing a mix. I always wear a mix. I love to layer my scents.
Oh my gosh, yes.
And obviously living with Denola, you know that boy, he's obsessed with fragrance and this and that and that. So he's always giving me advice that I didn't ask for.
That's enough for you.
That's enough for you.
He loves his friends to the hundreds.
He does. He wants the best for us, you know. So I'm wearing a Prada one. One of my favorite perfumes right now, which is a molten brown. It's called Rose Dunes. Absolutely stunning. It's like a flowery, oody type scent. And another one, but I can't remember what it's called. But yeah, I know I smell good, so you know how that go.
He does.
Period. You can smell me from over there. Period. Okay, we're gonna get into our first game.
Oh God.
So this one's called Love It or Lose It. Very simple. I'm gonna say some topics.
I like simple.
Yeah, we like simplicity. I'm gonna say some topics, and then you're gonna tell me whether you love it or you'd lose it and why. Okay? Love it or lose it. Internet beef.
Oh, lose it, please. Please. Chuck it. Burn it.
Every part of it.
Yeah, I'm just
period.
Not, it's not for me.
No, you're such a calm person, to be honest. I can't imagine you being in internet beef and stuff.
No, I don't believe in that.
No.
I mean, I don't know how people do it, but I just would not do it on the internet. If I have issues, I should just talk to my friend.
Right. It's so messy.
Hey, let's fight it. Let's fight at home, you know? Let's figure it out at home.
Yeah.
Even in relationships, family, like I just don't understand going to the internet, but
this, I agree.
I guess maybe it's gotten to the point where you have to do it on the internet, but I just wouldn't.
Yeah.
It wouldn't happen. Yeah.
I would. I don't think I would. I'm just not a messy person in general, and I feel like that's so messy, and like people don't necessarily deep their actions when they're doing it. I think is the case, and like trying to. What am I trying to say? Trying to be public with a disagreement that you have with your friend, I'll never agree with it. You know what I mean? Like, because why not everyone needs to know your business and what you guys are going through and stuff like that. I mean, in certain circumstances, I kind of get it. Like, if you lent like a friend a big amount of money, for example, and they haven't paid you back, they blocked you, they ghosted you. Do you know what I mean? In that case, then I'm like, okay, maybe put shame in front of them.
They don't even see what you're talking about.
Someone will send it to them.
Well, fair enough.
Someone will send it to them. You know what I mean?
I get you though. I mean, I think it just makes things worse. I think once you have, I feel like when there's a disagreement, once you have outsiders, especially people on the internet who don't even know the dynamics of the relationship, putting their mouths into things, it just exacerbates the situation.
Literally.
People begin to make it worse and worse. And it just I don't know, I just feel like it never really, I've not seen a situation where internet beef has led to it making the friendship
better. Right. Yeah.
I've just not seen that. I feel like it either makes it worse.
Yeah.
Or just the friendship just doesn't go anywhere from there. I understand business, like things like if a store, like people that will tell you that they bought something online and the person blocks them, and hey, go and drag them.
Right.
I get that bitch. Drag them, but I think with friendships that you've worked on, you've had intimate moments, you've spent time together, I feel like you owe it to that friendship to deal with things respectfully.
100%.
Or even just let it, even if you don't want to be friends again, just
let it go. Let it go. Do you know what I mean? Just let it go. I feel like in adulthood, like there's so much to think about.
Yeah.
That it's like, this is not something that needs to be on my plate.
Yep.
And putting it on social media as well, just as you said, brings everyone else into it. And then it just blows up the whole situation. And now you've got a situation that wasn't as big before, now it's bigger. And I'm just like, there's no need. Like, I like peace.
It's very scary.
Peace of mind.
It's scary how quick people are to go to the internet.
Literally.
And now I don't even know what's true anymore.
Yeah.
Because everybody goes and then you've told us one narrative and the next thing is like, oh, but that's not true. And it's like, so I don't even know what's true. And I just would rather not.
Yeah, exactly. Has anyone ever like done something like that to you, to your brand, to Orange Culture, like come out and been like, oh, I ordered this, and you know how it gets with people when they try and have one over you or something like that?
No, not really.
That's good.
I think people, the kind of customers we've been blessed to have will come to us if there's an issue.
Yeah.
And I think for me, I would just rather listen.
Yeah.
Or like tell my staff, I've trained my staff to also listen to the issue rather than just ignore it. I think sometimes businesses are so quick to just ignore a customer because like, I don't want to deal with this. But sometimes even when the customer is heated and wrong, it's like, it's still up to you to kind of pacify them.
100%.
And not to encourage customers to do that, because that's also just a problem. Nobody wants to deal with that kind of customer.
No, of course not.
But it's almost like you just kind of have to figure out why they're feeling the way that they're feeling. I think for me, I'll rather just end things peacefully with a customer than ignore a customer and have the customer have to go to the internet to fight us on social media or whatever.
Yeah.
So for now, it's never happened. If it ever happens, you know that I would have tried my absolute best with a customer, for instance. I think that with a business, you can never be 100%.
You can't please everyone. You can't please everyone. Yeah, 100%.
So it's natural that customers might sometimes not be happy and stuff, but it's up to you to make sure that you try to give them as much as you can.
I agree.
In terms of satisfaction. And if you can't, then you also have to be able to accept that I can't offer you this service.
Yeah, as long as you handle it in a professional way,
offer this to you and, offer refunds if you have to, if you don't, but just find a way around it rather than just fighting on social media.
Yeah.
But it hasn't happened yet. And
Good.
I hope that it would never happen.
Good. Amen.
I hope customers will just come to me. Just message me privately if you can't reach my staff. And just be like, this happened. And I'll find a way around it. Yeah.
Period. I know that's right. Yeah, you think about it the right way. Okay. Love it or lose it. Breakup texts. Why did you make that face?
I don't know. Breakup text.
Yeah.
I think lose it.
Lose it. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't think it's a good idea to break up via text. I don't. But I'm trying to think of what situation would warrant
that being okay. Yeah.
Like, do I really hate you that much? I must
despise you. I can't pick up the phone to even call you.
Or maybe I just don't have the balls to call you at that point. So maybe I feel like you pull me back into the situation. But I feel like this is my angle with things. Yeah. Especially with friendships and relationships. I always like to think of how I would feel if somebody did that to me. So if somebody just sent me a text and was like, especially from nowhere, just try to, because I feel like it's so painful to receive that.
Yeah.
So why would I want to do that to somebody else?
100%. Yeah.
I feel like it's better to just talk it in person. It's not easy. The person might lash out, whatever, but it's better that you have that conversation in person.
I agree.
Close shop properly.
I agree.
I feel like texts are so immature and it's just cowardly. It's like, I'm so afraid to see them, so I'll text them.
Yeah.
Have I done it before? I don't know.
That was gonna be my next question. Because you say you don't like it, but have you done that before?
No, I don't think I've ever done that before. I don't think I have. I think Yeah, no, I've never broken up with anybody via text.
That's
if
good.
I have, please tell me. But I don't think I have.
You stand on your principles. That's the main thing.
Yeah, I don't think I have.
I feel like I've definitely I think I've definitely done it. I think I've definitely done it. But I think it was we're having a conversation and it leads to me thinking I don't want to deal with this anymore. Rather than me coming out of the blue and just being like, oh, hey, by the way, been thinking. Do you know what I mean? No, I feel like if it's that, then I will rather do it either on a phone call or in person with that person.
In person is always better.
I think so too. I think people are scared of the reaction. They're scared of like obviously hurting the person that they're breaking up with, I guess. But I think it's, as you say, it's a part of maturity. Like being able to know that the news that you're delivering is not going to be great and this person's probably not going to feel great about it, but giving them the respect to at least be like, look, we've been through this, we've had these ups and downs, but I just wanted to come to you and be like, this isn't working for me anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Like if you have a valid reason for the breakup, like if you really deep it and you're like, okay, this is why we're breaking up, then I don't think you'd be that scared and you'd have to text. I feel like texting is when like you're really like you're so unsure or you've done something that, I don't know. Yeah. But I feel like if you're sure of your thoughts and sure of why you're making that decision, it's easier to have a call. Obviously, nobody wants to hurt anyone and see the person that they love feeling some type of way, but it's you have clarity of why. So I feel like having a conversation shouldn't be as bad. Well, I don't know, Sha.
You should have heard.
People tell me.
You should have heard, guys.
I have a lot of experience.
Are we talking sense or not?
I don't have a lot of experience.
I don't know if we're talking sense, but
orange culture.
Married to the money. I know that's right. Oh, well, that was Love It or Lose It.
Oh, an easy
that's a
one.
quick little simple.
Thank you, Jesus. The Lord is fighting
Guys,
for me.
Bayo sitting on edge over there. He's like, what's this boy gonna do?
Oh, God.
What's next?
Okay.
But let's actually get to know you like outside of, fashion and all these different things. So we know you're a powerhouse, but what does Bayo do when no one is watching? Like the stuff you never post on social media, like what is your personal life? Like, let's get to the real Bayo.
My personal life, I eat.
You say you eat? So you're a foodie, you love food.
Jesus Christ, I love food.
Really?
Anyone that knows me like deep knows how much. People don't know how much I love food.
Oh.
It's so bad. Like, I don't even know how to explain.
But you're in such good shape, it doesn't show.
But that's why.
He said I exercise because I need to.
Exercise because they want to be fit on social. I want to eat. Because I realized that like how much I love food and how much I love not just food, I love sweet stuff as well. I love cake.
Oh, you have a sweet
cream.
Tooth.
I eat Haribos every second. Like I'm a sweet. Like,
you like to snack.
I'm nibbling. Like I have to. When I'm going on holiday, like I train myself to not eat those things. But, like, when I'm just like normal life, I'm not eating couscous jollof. I'm eating cake and jollof rice. So I really love food.
Yeah.
I think that's always number one on my list.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I love food. What else do I do? I go to the gym.
Yes, of course.
I don't. People tell me, "Oh, I go to the gym. It's a hobby." It's not a hobby for me. I go to the gym.
It's a lifestyle.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily enjoy it.
I don't enjoy it either. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus.
I'm in so much pain all the time. My arms are hurting, my legs are hurting, my back is hurting. I'm like, why the hell do we go through all of this pain?
It's for the aesthetics. It is.
Well,
when the body tea.
We thank the Lord. But yeah, so what do I like? I love eating. I love spending time with my friends. I've had friends I keep very long friendships.
Same.
I've had friends for over a decade. And I just love, I've realized like, more than ever, I just love spending time with my friends. My friends in Nigeria, when I'm not in Nigeria, were on the phone talking.
Period.
Video calls. Like,
nurturing those relationships.
Yeah. As I get older, I love traveling. I love talking to my family as well. I love animals. Anywhere I'm going that has animals,
said.
I literally would want to go.
So you love a zoo. You love a zoo.
Not necessarily a zoo. But I do love like sanctuaries, like nature, like
safari.
I like them being out.
Yes.
It's a bit of a weird one, but I don't want to get into that. But I do love animals. I love seeing animals. I love listening to music. I love going to concerts.
Yeah.
Being able to be in Europe more I've took it upon myself years ago to go to more concerts, and I've been actively
because there's more opportunities to go here because the artists actually
they're
just,
not really
they
coming
come,
to Lagos.
you know,
Especially the ones I like to listen to.
Yeah.
And so I've been going to concerts as often as I can. Going to galleries. I'm very open to doing a lot of things.
That's
I love
good.
travel, but I travel more for work, so I want to start traveling more for non-work stuff. Just like seeing the world, you know. I'm very simple, really. I love being around good people, eating, seeing great things, you know, and learning things as well. Because for me, part of inspiring is seeing things. So
100%.
Like, seeing color, seeing like art, seeing nature, seeing people dress up in different places. Like I find that when I'm like traveling, like I love people watching because I see so many things and I learn so many things from people.
Different cultures and what they
cultures,
wear as well.
Sometimes you're just walking and some guy ties a scarf in one way. Like, oh my God, that's so interesting.
Yeah.
And you just take a picture. That's why my phone is always full. That's how much iCloud I pay
You
for.
must
that
$8.99, $12.99 a month.
Over this phone. I think I might move to Android very soon. I'm done. I need space. I need freedom. But yeah, I just love capturing things, capturing moments.
Yeah.
And I love being around like my nieces. I love being around kids. I love being around kids. They're just so special. They just.
And you said you want some eventually, right?
Yes, eventually. Yes,
oh, nice, nice.
For now, my nieces and my nephews are my children.
Yeah.
And I have my friend just gave us. So I'm a godfather to a friend's kid.
Oh, nice. I can't wait till I become a good dad.
Ago. Yeah. So I'm excited about that as well. I just love kids are just so special, you know.
They are.
Yeah, just love being around them.
Period.
In a good way, please. Not in a sense, wonderful. Christ-like way.
You don't need to explain yourself.
I need to, in this day and age, I need to explain myself very, very
before
clearly.
Insta Blog Niger that comes.
It's a very scary time
right.
in. Yeah, you have
they'll
to be
misinterpret your words and just take
you
things
have
out
to
of
be
context.
Very, very clear. Yeah.
100%. 100%. I agree. Okay. I guess one question that I've always wanted to ask you: was there ever a moment where you doubted you could make it, and what snapped you out of that fear to push forward?
This is a lot of those moments that have happened. I think at different times it's been different things. I think the earliest, scariest ones were when I first started, because I feel like that was like very, very like because when I started, I was obviously very different as a brand. I think just even the way the brand's aesthetic was, the story, and I started in Nigeria. I remember launching the brand and just the response was so negative.
Wow.
I remember because that was the first collection I ever launched, and it was Bella Nigeria.
Yeah.
So they've been such a supportive platform from the
Big
jump.
up Bella Nigeria.
Yeah, they have been
Period.
amazing. And I remember I launched it and the comments were so bad, because at the time before then I was a stylist and I'd worked as a fashion editor. So there were all these expectations. And I remember just seeing people say, "Oh, go back to fashion, go back to styling, go back to all these different things." And people were saying lots of things like, "Oh, this," you know, they were condemning the brand's aesthetic.
Yeah.
It was very harsh, very negative things. And I just remember being like, "Oh, I don't think
should
this
I not
is
do
for
this
me,"
kind of thing.
like that. And it was very heartbreaking. And I think that was also the time where I said I was never going to read comments. So I don't read comments on like my brand, websites, blogs. I don't read any comments.
You're protecting your
peace.
peace.
It's me or culture, I'm just not reading it.
Yeah.
But I just had to tell myself that, okay, if there's such a visceral response to this, then it means that there's a space for this, because it means that nobody is talking about this. Because within the madness, there were like the comments that were like, yeah, we need a brand like this. And I was like, okay, do I focus on the negative? Because socialization has a way of making you focus on negative comments.
100%.
Like when you have a post, there are like 100 good comments, but then
But
the
the
two
one,
bad comments,
yeah.
that's the one that your mind would be like, wow,
Exactly.
I'm such a failure, you know? And I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to focus on the people who need this, because clearly there's a space for this. It just means that I need to be a bit louder, you know? And so there was that challenge for me where it was like, people are saying you can't do it. Now you have to do it.
You must.
You have to prove yourself.
Yeah, you must.
And also, I always think about my mom, who I miss so much. And
God rest her soul.
She literally always told me I was going to succeed as a fashion designer. And she believed, she dreamt it. And she said from when I was born that God told her I was going to be a fashion designer. So
wow.
she knew
It's always been
birth.
the case, yeah.
And so I just always held on to that. Like, even though she told me, go to school, do all these things, and even when other people didn't believe, she always believed. I was like, you know what? If she believes in me, if God has said this thing and God has put me down this path, then clearly there's a space for me, no matter what everybody else is saying.
Amen.
And so I use that as a motivation point. And through the years, God has really placed people in my life to encourage me in those times, from my mom to friends to even people who have come into like my business to be really supportive. I remember there was a time, this was like 2 years ago. My years are scrambled. 2 years ago. And I was literally, this was after my mom passed. I was just like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
I was just not. In fact, when she was sick, I was already like, I don't think I want to continue doing this.
It's a lot.
This is so exhausting.
Yeah.
Trying to, because also there were so many expressions of me, even while life was happening, that just, I couldn't understand how inhumane people could be through the process of things. And I was just like, yeah, this feels like such a vile, dark space to be in, and I just didn't want to be there. And so there were times where I just wanted to pull back and be like, you know, maybe I shouldn't do this anymore. And God had a way of just throwing people at me. And I remember after this was after my mom passed, I hadn't done a show. No, she passed the day after an event I had.
The day after?
Yeah, because I left the hospital, went to the show because I left her with my siblings. And I'd been with her the whole day. And I was like, she was like, go do your show. But I didn't want to go, but I was like, I'm going to go. And I went to the show that evening, and then she passed the next morning.
Wow.
And so that was like, yeah, I just wish I never went.
Yeah.
You know? So that was like a whole battle for me of like, oh, you know, this is why, you know, maybe this also solidifies why I shouldn't be here, you know? And so it was very hard to like want to go back into things, like just refueling that engine. And I remember God sent my friend Ola, you know Ola?
Yes,
who is a stylist.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, you know, I feel like there's an opportunity for you to do something and you need to get back on it. Like, I know. And my friends, you know, and
thank
that's why I
God for
said
good
my
friends. Honestly, they make the difference.
When you're grieving and the way friends show up for you, there are people in my life that I met that I've held on to just because of the way they showed up for me.
Yeah.
In those
in
periods.
that time, yeah.
And even Denola, oh my gosh, Denola.
That boy, an angel, an actual angel.
But yeah, the way friends showed up for me, it just changed my worldview of so many things. But anyways, back to this. He came and he was like, yeah, you know, you have to go for this opportunity, go for this. And I was like, I don't really feel like my mind is still here. It's like, yeah, you're grieving, yes, but let me just push you. Like, I feel like you need a push. I remember he came to my house at like, maybe like 12. I was at a friend's house because my friend was like, come stay at mine, Paolo's house, another amazing friend of mine. He was like, I'm coming there to stay with you.
Yeah.
I'm going to make sure that you fill the forms. You're going to do everything you need to do. You're going to sit down, figure out what you're doing next. And he sat down with me for 2 hours.
Oh,
and he was making sure that I did what I needed to do to access that opportunity. And that was what pushed me back in. That was what gave me that fuel that has now kept me here now. That's like, okay, I can keep doing this again. And I've realized that at every stage in your path, you will have those moments where you will doubt yourself naturally. But the thing is, that's why it's so important to have the right people around you. It's so important to have a family, that my siblings are incredible and so supportive. Have friends who are there to pull you up and not put you down. Because the thing is, especially in the fashion industry, and I love this industry. I love the work. No, I love being a fashion designer. I don't know that I love the industry, but I love being a fashion designer. But it has a way of making you feel like you have to be so negative. Like you hear things like, oh, fashion people are so bitchy. They're so this, they're so that. And people come to the industry and feel like they need to be that. Like, I need to be so feisty. I need to be so competitive. I need to be so this. And I found that I want to be in a world where there's a positive angle. Like, I want to be in a world where there's a community of fashion people who actually support each other. And uplift each other.
Yeah.
And I've realized that that's possible, you know. And that's the world I've built for myself and my community.
Yeah.
And that's the world I want to have surrounding me. And so even with my people that work in the industry and the friendships I've built in the industry, I want people that I pull them up and they also want to pull me up as well, you know.
Amen.
And I find that really has been something that has kept me going, because in times where I'm like doubting, they're like, no, you can do this. I've seen you do this before. I've seen you do that. Let's go together. Let me support you. Or I will be like for them as well. Let me support. No, you can't go down. Like you have to keep pushing.
Period. You have to have friends like that. You know,
those are the things that have kept me going. And also prayer. I love praying because sometimes it's hard to pray and sometimes you don't want to pray, but sometimes praying and just leaving and knowing that you've left it to God is just like, you just kind of feel an
a
ease.
Burden. Yeah,
like,
has been
I
lifted.
don't know where the future is going to be. I don't know if it's to thrive. I don't know if it's to succeed, but I've just left it to God.
Put in
I'm
God's
just believing
hands,
that as you've given me this purpose and this plan, then it means that
you've already paved the way,
things.
you know? Yeah, you've already paved the way.
Sometimes, so I'm learning that those are the different things that have kept me, going. And I won't lie, I'm sure that there will be days where I will still hear the inner saboteur.
I mean, it's natural, right?
Saboteur,
You always have a voice in your head that's telling you no.
Yeah, but I will always just keep pushing and fighting as long as I have life.
Please do. Please do.
Yes,
oh, Bayo. I gotta actually love this guy. Like, he's just such a nice, pure, kind, gentle soul. Like, honestly, I just love meeting genuine people. You know what I mean? Because there's not many genuine people out there. So when you do meet someone that's genuine, it's just really, really nice, you know? But guys, that's what you've heard about Bayo. You know a little bit more about him now, and you know what's coming next. The quiz! Woo!
Guys, I've been so scared. Like, you don't understand. I don't know what to expect. He might ask you about my football team. I would just be like, I'm out. Because where do I even go from here?
Oh, I literally can't. No, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. So this is
to all your guests.
I do.
And they're not fine.
They're not.
They're never fine.
Listen, I know you're a smart boy. You did finance. You'll be fine.
Well, that was like how many years? 20-something years. Well, not 20-something. That's crazy. That was like
a decade ago.
Years, 16 years ago. Well, something. How many? I don't
revealing your age.
Yeah.
So this is Stay Sharp.
There you go.
Okay, 10 questions. Jesus Christ. 10 seconds to answer each question. You are the closer for the season. I think the highest score this so far is either 6 or 7, something like that.
Well
so
done, guys.
They did okay. They did okay, but I know you'll do better.
0, just manage.
You'll do better. Put the faith of God that put in your brand. Put it into the quiz.
Creative talents, not this one.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I sure am.
Okay. Question 1. What type of blood cells?
Continue. Sorry.
What type of blood cells are responsible for fighting infections?
White blood cells.
Final answer?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
See?
I know that one.
See? This is what I mean. You're probably going to do better than you think.
No, don't say that was just luck. Continue. Sorry.
Question 2.
Mm-hmm.
What is the square root of 121? Why is your lip trembling?
Because I've forgotten what square root is, for example. Wow.
It has been a while, isn't it?
In a while.
Yeah.
121. Wouldn't that be 7s? No.
Speaking to your mic, the people can't hear your answer.
I don't have to hear anything I'm saying. Don't hear me. I know that it has 7 somewhere in there.
7.
7 somewhere, but it's not. It can't be 7 because 121. Hey God. No, it can't be. No.
What's your final answer?
I don't have a final answer.
You don't have one.
I don't have one. Tell me. I can't remember. I don't remember what square root is at the moment. I just don't remember. I haven't done math like that in a while.
To be fair, it's square root is like back in school.
The answer. I don't remember what square root is for now. Can I check my phone? What square root is like? I remember the sign.
Yeah.
I remember it's 3
the bracket.
Of course, the
looking
bracket.
thing.
3
yeah.
something and a quarter, right?
I think that's the. Is that cubed root or something like that? Something like that. I don't know. But okay, guys, we have no answer.
2 what? 2?
2? Is that your answer?
No, that's not the answer. I'm saying, what is the square root formula?
I think it's just that bracket. You know that bracket.
But what's the actual formula?
It's what square root is like. You times it by itself and it makes the number.
Yes.
So that's a square root.
So if I'm...
So like the square root of 4 is 2.
Yeah, but 121 would be, 6 points. Wait, hold on. 65.5. 65.5.
65.5.
I guess. Something like that.
Okay. Incorrect.
What is it?
The answer is 11.
How is it? Oh, by itself.
11 times 11 is 121.
Hey, God, oh, I didn't even hear the question. I'm not even listening. I'm so scared. He said by itself. I did 65.5 times 2.
65.5 is crazy.
It's not times 2.
But I get it though. I get the logic behind it.
That was stupid of me.
It's not stupid. There's no stupidity.
Anyways.
Question 3. The prime meridian runs through which...
Sorry. I mean, why am I here, please? Mark? Please ask me about fashion and English. Sorry. I'll try to be serious. I'm not even listening anymore at this point. I'm just failing forward.
Oh my God.
Okay,
you got this.
Okay.
Ready?
Uh-huh.
The prime meridian runs through which London borough?
London.
Yes.
Me. Barely here. Prime Meridian. What the hell is that? I'm not from here. That's for you people. That's about Lagos, please. That's about London. Prime Meridian, is that even a train? What is that?
A train is crazy.
I don't know what that is.
Prime meridian is like, you know the lines that go through the earth, like the equator, all these different things. It's one of those lines that goes through the earth. Like one place here in London is very famous and people come to visit this specific place because that's where the prime meridian line runs through.
London?
Yeah.
I've never heard of this before.
So you don't have an answer?
Clearly not. I mean, why would I have an answer if I don't even know what it is? I mean, are you trying to kill me?
Do you want to guess?
Through, and people go
Pick
there
somewhere
to
in
see
London.
it.
Guess.
In London.
Mm.
And people go there to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Where would that be in London?
Your time is up.
Okay, let's be up.
Guys, we have the answer.
Mm-hmm.
The answer is Greenwich.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And people go to Greenwich to see it.
Yes. You know where Greenwich Park is? Like at the top of Greenwich Park where the car park and stuff is, there's like that building. That's literally where that's what people go and see.
I've never heard of this before. People go there to see it.
But this is the thing. You learn things on this general knowledge quiz, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, you should have asked me about Lagos, but sure.
That'll be too easy. Question 4. Which Beyonce album features the song Formation?
Formation. Hey, look at how they're not looking at me. Beyonce fans, oh. This should be an easy one, but do I remember Beyonce album names? I know I Am Sasha Fierce. I know Be There. I know Lemonade. So Formation would probably be Scared into Formation. Wouldn't that be Lemonade, no? Probably, hey, he's giving me, can tell that Beyonce fans are going to kill me. I forget the Beyonce albums, but I think it might be Lemonade.
Final answer?
I think it might be Lemonade. Formation. What year was? I think it might be Lemonade.
Final answer?
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah, I think it might be.
Furious.
I was really struggling to think. I was like, because I love Beyonce, but I just remember the album.
Period.
The album names, yeah.
You ate that. So that's 2. Okay. Question 5. You asked for spelling. No, let's see you spell. You asked me for spelling. Let's see you spell.
No, me that I already failed 11 times 11. No.
Spell the word zucchini.
Zucchini.
You love food,
This
though.
is a tricky one.
You love food.
Because I know zucchini has. So is it Z, obviously? Z-U.
Yeah.
I think this is where it gets to. I think it might be 2 C's. H-I-N-I.
Final answer?
I don't know if it's final answer. I might fail it. I know it's zucchinis, but I'll like it. But yeah, sure. I think that
correct.
Period.
See, you're doing much better than you thought you would.
No, but I failed the important ones.
Oh my God.
How can I forget what's
Bayo, please.
Okay, sorry. But now I remember square.
You're doing good.
So
okay.
Yeah.
So that's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Question 6. Which animated movie features a black Disney princess named Tiana?
Oh, Princess and the Frog.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah, I know that one. Yeah.
This boy was worrying for words.
Okay,
Eh?
now the parts that I now feel square with. Now go and zoom into that part. All the parts where I was.
That one's definitely making the clips.
They will not remember all the other ones.
They will not remember. Question 7. Which footballer is nicknamed CR7?
Cristiano Ronaldo?
Final answer?
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah, I know that one.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know some things.
You be knowing. 1, 2, 3. What did you got? Lemonade. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. 5 so far. You could win the season, you know. I'm not gonna lie. Question 8. Name the song from the lyric. Okay, so I'm gonna read you out some song lyrics, and you'll tell me the artist and the name of the song. Yeah. Okay. Turns out I had you turned out. What's my mood?
Tyler.
Try me, come find out.
Chanel. Tyler.
Final answer?
In my head, yes.
Correct.
I was singing. I had to sing it to know the name of the song. Yes, I was like,
I heard you say do 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 do.
Yeah, I was trying to remember. I was like, I know that part. Yeah.
Oh, you need to see Donola do that dance. Honestly,
Yes,
it's the funniest.
all the time. I see him all the time doing it.
It's the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I get to see him doing the dance all the time.
Shout out UD, I love you so much. Oh, okay. So is that 6 or 7?
6.
Is that 6?
Yeah, 6.
Okay. Question 9. What year did the UK Windrush generation arrive in Britain? I'll give you 3 options.
UK.
He said, ask me about Lagos.
Hear my accent.
Ask me about Lagos.
I'm not from here yet. Has anybody married me that has made me British?
Right, no.
I'm Nigerian. No, can you hear my accent? Okay, let me try.
Okay. So what year did the UK Windrush generation arrive in Britain? 3 options. A, 1967, B, 1955, or C, 1948.
I don't know. So I'm just going to guess. Which number looks brightest to me? Windrush generation.
My people. You know, Jamaicans, Jamo.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember this. I remember it was, you guys celebrated in when? In November? Or is it, when is this? No, it's not.
I can't give you any clues.
Yeah, no. I'm not saying the year. The month I remember that it's celebrated.
I don't even know the month either.
No, because I know they celebrate. I remember because my church,
they
celebrated the Windrush thing.
Yeah.
Not the Windrush thing. The Windrush, it was like a yearly celebration that they had in church.
Yeah.
And I remember that was the first time I'd actually
heard about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So A, B, or C?
I don't. I'm just guessing. I don't know.
Guess.
I'll guess A.
A?
Yeah.
Final answer?
It
Incorrect.
I don't know what it is.
The answer is C, 1948.
Okay.
We've been here for time.
That makes sense.
Time. And they try to disrespect us and send people back that came in that generation. Anyway, that's a topic for another day.
Yeah.
Question 10. Final question. You're on 6. Okay? How many continents are there on Earth?
On Earth, continents. Isn't it 7? It is 7.
Final answer?
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah. Like, that I know. It's like, excuse me.
Don't doubt yourself. Exactly.
Like,
but the pressure will make you do that, you know. But congratulations, 7 out of 10.
So who was the highest? 7.
I think you might be. I think you might have won the season, to be honest.
But I failed some really stupid questions.
Oh my God,
I won't forgive myself for failing them. But I'm very happy I've learned about prime meridian now.
Yeah.
And
you've learned some new stuff, right?
And also square roots.
Period.
Very shameful 65.
Well done, Bayo.
Thank you so much.
7 out of 10. Amazing. But we're going to have to wrap up the episode here. Thank you so much for coming on. Honestly, you are a blessing. You're a godsend to the fashion world, just to the generic world. It's nice to have nice human beings out there. And you're one of those. Thank you so much.
Well. You know that already. You're a great
Period.
person. And this podcast has been really great to watch.
Thank you.
Watch, see, and be here. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming on. I really do love and appreciate you. Thank you, Bayo. So, guys, that is the end of season 4. Tell them where they can find you on Instagram, firstly, for our close.
Oh, you can find me on Instagram, The Orange Nerd, and then Orange Culture NG, which is the more important one to find, so you can shop.
Period. Shop Orange Culture, guys. Season 5 is upon us. We will be jumping straight into it. Don't need to wait. So make sure you guys tune in. I love you all so much. And until next time and next season, say bye, bye.